Callum, a goalless draw to start off 2025 at the Diva. What was your assessment?
Firstly, Happy New Year to our supporters and those sort of around us. I thought a really poor game. Disappointed with our performance in that. I thought we played our part in making it a really poor affair. But the dull watch had situations that could have turned into moments in the final third and made bad decisions and executed things poorly. And I think we certainly played our part in a 0-0.
What do you think was missing today, just in front of goal?
The link. So we're caught in sort of two moments at the moment, trying to get the balance right. That when games have been explosive and when it's been end to end, and teams that have been a little bit more ambitious and aggressive against us with their defensive line in the midfield, we've been able to have a number 10 that runs beyond, two centre forwards at the top end of the pitch, one that can drift wider and one that can play up against a centre half. What we played against today was three centre halves where you're not able to go man for man, and a slightly deeper defensive line where I think we lack the ability to link situations where we've got the ball on the halfway line. We've got a lot of ball in full-back areas. I thought Jordan Hunter was outstanding again, by the way, and an inability to link that between having the ball in those areas, progressing through midfield and then into the top end of the pitch. But Det Weeks did some really good stuff to get us in those areas, but we just looked like our front line was a bit detached, and then they've relied on individual moments. But equally, I think we've had enough of those individual moments to have produced more than we have. So that would be the key areas for me.
How frustrating is it after a win on the road on Boxing Day that momentum is almost halted straight away on New Year's Day?
Oh, unbelievably. And I think we're at the halfway point now, aren't we? We're really at the halfway point. And if we replicate the first half of the season, the second half of the season, I think we just miss out on the playoffs. I do now, I can say that after 23 games. What I'm pleased about is that I can see where we can improve. We know how to do it, and we fully intend to. We drew a line 10 games ago around what we need to improve on, and it was a moment in the season, and since then I think there's 5 teams that have been better than us. We're in and amongst that top 6 over the last sort of 10 games, and a really solid punch return. I don't want to keep saying the same things. I know how frustrating and repetitive that can be. What you'll see now, we obviously don't play on Saturday. We've got an opportunity. We're going to try and add to the group. I can see what we need, how to improve that, and we'll work really hard to get the right players in those areas where we want to add some energy. I think we probably haven't replaced Will Hugel. I think he was really influential for us over that 28-day period. We want to support things at the top end of the pitch with real quality, which I think was lacking in the final third, and I talked about that link from midfield to attack. So like I say, there's positives. It'll be really disappointing today, and it'll feel like it's disappointing. 4 points from the 2 games, we wanted 6, but we've got a foundation in the first half of the season to build on, and if we can first maintain that level of form and make the improvements, that one of them might be today, the other one might be some of the away games where we drop points, it might be not scoring a penalty here in a 1-0 defeat against another playoff side. You can find those 2 to 6 points wherever you'd like to find them. We will find them in the second half of the season, I can assure you that, and we'll be right amongst it come game 46.
And finally, an almost 10-day break now until the Buxton game. Is that frustrating for you after the lack of games in December, that there's another big break now in January?
Again, I'll probably answer that after the next game, and I'm sorry if that sounds like we're ducking it. Pleased to not have a game on Saturday where we've got bouts of illness, we've got a couple of lads with knocks, that I do think the 10-day break, it'll also give us a full structured training week from next week to go Tuesday, Thursday, Friday into the Buxton game, the Leamington game. Like I say, it's going to be thick and fast. We've given ourselves a platform that I'm not over the moon with, and there's bits I'm disappointed with. I fully intend to make sure we improve in the second half of the season. The players do, and it's going to be full steam ahead. 23 games to get a playoff place. That's the target now. Half a season. It was the target at the start of the season. Have we made enough inroads into that as we might have liked? No, probably not. But like I say, 23 games between now and the end of April to give everything, and you'll certainly see that from the manager, you'll see that from the group of players, and we'll make those improvements to make sure we're where we want to be come the end of April.
Cheers, Carl.
Thank you.